Awesome, man. Okay, well swung, and I guess well played with the tee and stuff, but obviously didn't score great. So in terms of the golf swing, the setup and the tempo control of the takeaway and the transition were just excellent. Okay, only broke down twice. Both of those when you were trying to hit the cut iron shot, and I'll talk about that in a second. But it looks really, really good, and it's already that flattening of the club head or dropping of the club head onto the plane instead of bumping it this way. Okay, it looks a million times better. Okay, and then your time to get off that right side and get through and square the club also looks really good. So keep it up. Okay, so let's go now to that cut shot quickly. Yeah, it's not quite there. The tempo gets much quicker on the backswing when you try and hit that shot. So what I want you to do, I want you to fiddle between hitting a hold-off cut. Okay, so set up nicely, full backswing. Okay, drive through and then hold off the release of the right hand. And obviously swing the arms a little bit left. Okay, so then come out sort of a little trappier and low with a bit more side spin. Okay, probably going to max out at about 7-iron with that technique. But I want you to practice it with all the irons so you kind of know the difference. Okay, and then more of a release fade where you're still releasing the club fully. Okay, so you're still releasing the club fully and the right shoulder fully, but you're just not allowing the toe to close down. So we want that ball coming out a bit softer, more in line, and we'll have a lot less shape. In fact, sometimes it won't even fade, that's fine. Okay, that's a release fade. So kind of go, let's say 9-iron, 3 release fades, 3 hold-off fades, and 8-iron, 3 release fades, 3 hold-off fades. And just kind of figure out the difference between the two, the feels and the start lines and how much shape they've got. Okay, so I know it's a good shot to have in the bag, so you just kind of stuck somewhere in the middle of those two. Okay, then fringe chipping. So obviously I'm not sure what you're doing in comps or at Pekin Wood, but fringe chipping 2 weeks ago and again here today, okay, not good. So you've got to work something out there. If you need to putt for now, then putt. Just rather get up and down, because you're just burning shots there. We're talking like this far off the green. Okay, you burned 4 shots today, not getting up and down. Okay, maybe do a little test. So sort of don't hit the same shot over and over again, but just go around the fringe 9 times and chip them and see what your proximity and your up and down is, and then go 9 again the opposite way, putting them and see what your proximity and your up and down is. But let's play the shot that's gonna get us up and down at the moment, because we're just burning shots there. Okay, and then wedge technique, which you had talked about, which you kept an eye on today. I think it's looking better than what you think it is. Again, just almost like stuck in between about not sure what to do. So I want you to feel like the wedges are that shut to open drill we did 2 weeks ago. Okay, and then from there, when you are on top of the ball, I can just get that chest a little more on top of the ball, not behind it and trying to release it. Okay, so sort of shut. Okay, I feel like it's a little bit shut. Okay, obviously the sequence stays intact. Okay, a little more on top of it. Okay, and then release it nice and open. What I'm looking for there is a little more extension. Okay, so yes, I want you a little more on top of the ball, but I want those arms traveling on the target line a little bit longer. Okay, I feel like they quit and go a little bit narrow and left a bit too early. Okay, so a little bit shut to open. Really try and get those arms extending down the line. Okay, not coming in and left too much because the ball flight's just not quite right. Okay, last little thing. Okay, obviously the attitude fell away a little bit today. I feel like the turning point was the second shot on 11. Okay. You held it together without a lot of luck, and then obviously got some luck on 8, and you capitalized on that. Made a nice little par 9 after a poor tee shot. Another birdie on 10, and you were just turning around, and then that second shot on 11 was really costly. So I want you to go and practice that shot. Okay, go hit 10 of them, 40-meter high shot. Okay, let's simplify it a little bit. So just get ball position a little bit forward, face 5 degrees open. Okay, and just kind of release the right shoulder and the club a little bit up and open. Okay, so just go ahead and 10 of them. Okay, a little bit high, a little bit up and open. Okay, if you execute 10 in a row, without a sort of miss it or a duff short. And you go, cool, I've got that shot in the bag again. And then you can put that to bed. And I think that would have really changed how the rest of the round went as well. Okay. Overall, technically very happy. A little bit of polish here and there on these few topics.